Hello, I'm Dr. Rochelle, and I wanted to make this video to talk to you about my input on what it takes to have a physically fit body, maintain optimal weight, or lose unwanted weight. And this could be a little bit different than a lot of the information out there, which most people, if you ask them, what does it take? You say diet, 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 exercise, exercise, exercise. But this is not entirely true. Of course, a balanced diet and physical activity have an impact on your weight, but it is not diet and physical activity alone that determine who is fit and who is not. And by fit, I mean metabolically fit. So, what's the difference between the person who always seems to be lean or fit, not have a lot of body fat, and other people who may be struggling, going through different advertisements, fad diets, yo-yo dieting, having to vigorously exercise, not getting the results they want, or losing weight and then gaining the weight back, or having body fat in places that they don't want, belly fat, things like that. Why? What is the difference? Well, I'll share with you some of the things that I have learned and researched and clinically seen that impact this. So one of the most important things is your microbiome. Our microbiome is the whole milieu, all the good and bad bugs that make up our basically second genome. And if they are imbalanced, if your gut microbiome is imbalanced, if you have imbalanced bacteria, studies show that this is correlated with obesity, weight gain, fat, and that will definitely get in the way of you maintaining an optimal body composition. So it's not so much yo-yo dieting or exercising, it may be your microbiome. Another very important factor that affects your weight is toxins. This can be environmental toxins such as heavy metals, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, lead, plastics, parabens, solvents, pesticides. Toxins have a serious effect, a negative effect on our metabolism and then thereby our hormones. And toxins themselves are correlated with obesity and weight gain. So it's very important to be able to assess if you have a toxic body burden. Another important factor is nutrients and micronutrient deficiencies. To get these measured and know with a reputable lab. There's a lot of labs that measure them that are not reputable, so you want to make sure the results you're getting are accurate. But micronutrients play a very important role in us maintaining lean body composition and metabolizing our carbohydrates correctly. Then it's our hormone balance. All of our hormones have to be in balance, like a symphony. Some of them would be cortisol, insulin, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA. All of these have to be in balance. Of course, all of the things I mentioned above can negatively affect your hormones, like your gut microbiome, or toxins, or micronutrient deficiencies. Another important hormone is thyroid. All of these hormones have to be balanced for you to maintain optimal body composition. Lastly, stress, cortisol, and adrenal health seriously impact body composition and weight gain. If you are under stress or if your adrenals are imbalanced, cortisol is high, it will be very, very challenging, if not nearly impossible, to maintain optimal composition or lose weight, especially belly fat. So, and it's not just psychological stress. Again, all the things I mentioned above, like imbalanced gut bacteria and toxins, can also have a negative effect on your adrenals. Any stress on the body, whether it's psychological or physiological. And of course, diet and exercise do impact our health and body composition. So, I just wanted to take time to tell you what I think about this. And, I've experienced this. I used to always be lean when I was young. And then when we moved to the U.S., when I was a little girl, I was kind of taking a lot of antibiotics. They were prescribed to me, medications. Actually, another very important factor that can affect your body composition is drugs, pharmaceutical drugs and medications, either if they are steroids, antibiotics, oral contraceptives, beta blockers, antidepressants. All of these things can affect your weight and cause obesity or weight gain. So when we had first moved here, I had been on a lot of antibiotics. I had been prescribed medications with the very conventional approach of, if there's a symptom, we would go to the doctor and the doctor would prescribe antibiotics or things like that. I began to gain weight. So when I was around 9, 10, 11, I was a little bit chubby. And later, as time passed by, as I learned about some of these things that I'm speaking to you about, after that, really, it's been thankfully very easy for me, relatively easy outwardly, to maintain optimal body composition. However, on the inside, I've done tremendous amount of work over the past 20 plus years now on myself, on my microbiome, on my, having to detoxify toxins, having to rebalance my hormones, having to get rid of heavy metals, having to get rid of bad bacteria, yeast. All of these things can affect body composition. So I hope this was helpful, and I will hopefully make another video soon.